We want to come together then this morning in our opening treatment to set our intention for what it is that we hope to gain, to have, or to get, how we want to change as a result of spending this time together today. And I suggest that one thing to consider for today is that we open our hearts and we open our minds to a greater acceptance, a greater awareness, a greater understanding of our spiritual nature. The fact that the universe is a spiritual universe, and consciousness is the causative factor. It is truly done unto us according to our belief. We come together then in the realization that there's only one life, and it is God, and it is perfect. And it has created every one of us and everything about us out of itself. This act of creation, divine creation, is still continuing today. It did not end on the seventh day or the sixth day, but it still continues today. What we are and what life around us is consciousness unfolding. The creation myths of many different cultures tell us that the creation was a willful act by a creator. The one that is perhaps most familiar to us comes from the book of Genesis, where God said, "Let there be," and there was. Since the divine does not have a physical body such as ours, this statement, "Let it be," was a movement within consciousness. An involution, a cause that set in motion a law, a power, that acting intelligently but without will or volition of its own to change the direction that Spirit had given to it, it perfectly worked out the unfolding, the evolution of that which Spirit declared. The divine mind said, "Let there be beings, people, made in our image and likeness." We are those people. Since we are made in its image and likeness, the power that responds to its thought, its command, its declaration is the causative power of our lives. It is done unto us according to our belief. So we open our hearts and we open our minds this very day for a greater understanding, a knowing that goes beyond the intellect, a knowing that comes from experience, that we are spiritual beings living in a spiritual universe right here and right now. That every circumstance, every condition, everything in our lives is there by right of consciousness. And our time here on this planet is a time for us to grow, to expand that consciousness, which means to become greater aware every day of the spiritual nature of the universe and of ourselves. Today we stop thinking of ourselves as human beings with a spirit. We stop thinking of ourselves as spiritual beings with a body. And we recognize that it's all spirit, it's all God, it's all good. We are grateful for this opportunity to be here today, and we release this treatment to that perfect law, so certain it is done, that we say together, and so it is.